silence in the hall, let the whispers die. Look at the sun, it's a wound in the sky. The frost is no longer a seasonal guest. It's a serpent of ice with a knife in its chest.
I've seen the birds frozen mid-flight in the air. The gods have turned silent, they mock every prayer.
From the borders they come with stories of dread. A village is buried, a fire turned dead. I am your king, but a king of the dust. If we do not polish the iron from rust, the high seat is cold and the shadows are long. The north needs a hammer, the north needs a song.
Oh Lord of the North, we are cold, we are small. The winter is climbing the height of the wall. Our children are hungry, our hearts have no flame. The darkness is calling our spirits by name. Give us a reason to stand in the night. Give us a leader.
And give us the light. The Norns have run out of the golden thread. They weave with the hair of the frozen dead. The world tree is shivering, roots in the black. What the frost takes away, it never gives back. A king must be more than a man on a throne. He must be the flint, and he must be the stone. We don't want your mercy.
We don't want your mercy, we don't want your gold. We've come from the mountains, we've come from the cold. Just give us an enemy, give us a blade, and show us the price that the traitors have paid. The wolf is our brother, the ice is our bed. By the blood of the ancients,
The north shall be fed.
rise as one.
The last alliance, shout our name in grand defiance. From the merchant's quay to the Jarl's hall, united we stand, or divided we fall. The council is cold, the fire is high, under the iron northern sky. The winter is
Do you hear it? The birds have forgotten their song. The shadows in the forest are growing too long. The rivers are still by a silver white hand. A silence is spreading all over the land. It's not just the season, it's not just the cold, it's the breath of a giant, ancient and old. I looked in the well and the water was black. The spirits are leaving, they're not coming back. The wolf at the door has a frost in his eye, and the moon is a bone in a lead-colored sky. The Fimbulwinter is more than a name. It's the death of the hearth and the death of the flame. White is the world, white is the grave, and nothing can hide and nothing can save. The sun is a ghost, the earth is a stone. The great winter, cold and alone. Fenris is stirring, the chains are too thin. The war of the ages is about to begin. The roots of the irreversible shiver and bleed. The harvest is ash and the ice is the sea. In their halls and the thralls in the mud will all be the same in the river of blood. White is the world, white is the grave, nothing can hide and nothing can save. The sun is a ghost, the earth is a stone. We face the great winter, cold and alone. The frost is hungry.
Took our kin, so we bring the wolf skin. We bring the sin. Your walls are too high, your beer is too sweet. You haven't felt hunger, you haven't felt defeat. But the white death is coming for silk and for gold. It doesn't care if you're brave or you're bold. We are the broken, the wild and the free, the jagged edge of the northern sea.
Blood on the snow, iron in hand, the outcasts are marching to take back the land. No crown shall rule us, no law shall bind. The fury of winter is all that we find. The broken banner is rising again over the bodies of civilized men.
across the path where the enemy bled. Blood on the snow, iron in hand, the outcasts are marching to take back the land. No crown shall rule us, no law shall bind. The fury of winter is all that we find.
Silent, the sails are torn, the coldest morning that was ever born. My warehouses are full of the finest silk, but my children are crying for a cup of milk. I have rubies from the east and spice from the south, but the taste of the copper is in my mouth. Gold is heavy, but the bread is light, and the prices are doubling every night. I offered a chest to the man with the grain. He laughed in my face through the freezing rain. You can't eat the silver, you can't wear the stone. When the winter king comes for the marrow and bone. Dust on the silver, ice on the gold. A prophet is a story of old. The coins are just pebbles in the palm of a ghost as the frost giant marches along the coast. Trade your jewels for a coat of fur before the world is a frozen blur. The ships are locked in a prison of white. The sun only stays for an hour of light. What is a kingdom? What is a name when we're all just moths to the last dying flame? So I'll melt down the statues, I'll sell every ring to buy me a sword and a word from the king. For an empire of ice has no use for a bank, as the last of my cargo in the harbor sank. Dust on the silver, ice on the gold. The story of prophet is a story of old. The coins are just pebbles in the palm of a ghost as the frost giant marches along the coast. Anyone want to buy some silk? It's very cold. Anyone want to buy some silk? It's very cold.
Do you remember my face, O high and mighty king? Do you remember the shadow that the winter used to bring? You branded my shoulder, you cast me to the mud. You wrote your laws in the river of my blood. Now the frost is at your window, and the ice is on your floor, and the living you created is standing at your door. Then I remember the crime, and I remember the price, but I see a different fire in eyes made of ice. I did not call a friend, I did not call a brother, but in this frozen hell, we only have each other. The debt you owe is not to me, nor to the crown I wear, but to the soil that fed us and the gods that hear our prayer. The wolf and the hound walking side by side. There is no more room for the ego and the pride. One holds a shield, the other holds a blade, in the freezing shadow that the giants have made. Forged in the fire, tempered in the snow, the dead of the north is the only law we know. Want my steel? I want your soul. Then give me the vanguard, and I'll give you the gold. The enemy of my enemy is the only friend I see. My men are hungry for more than just the bread. They want to see the frozen king of winter lose his head. I'll pay my debt in iron, I'll pay my debt in bone, but when the sun returns, I'm coming for my own. The wolf and the hound walking side by side. There is no more room for the ego and the pride. One holds a shield, the other holds a blade, in the freezing shadow that the giants have made. The wolf and the hound walking side by side. There is no more room for the ego and the pride. One holds a shield, the other holds a blade, in the freezing shadow that the giants have made. Don't turn your back on me, king.
Pack the wool and pack the grain. Leave the memories, leave the pain. The hearth we built with stones and sweat is now a ghost we must forget. The frost is biting at the latch. It eats the wood and eats the thatch. Oh, little ones, don't look behind to the only home we'll ever find. The jaws, they talk of shields and kings. wars and golden rings, but we just want the morning bread, a roof of straw above our head. The winter doesn't care for names, it puts out all the humble flames. We walk into the blinding white to find a spark within the night. Carry the light, carry the soul. When the world is broken, we are whole. Though the walls may fall and the rivers freeze, we are the prayer upon the breeze. A hearth of hearts is all we own, far away from the halls of stone. Mother, is the sun dead? No, my child. She's just sleeping in a bed of ice. So grip the staff and hold the hand across this dying frozen land. We are the blood that keeps it warm, the silent strength within the storm. If we should fall before the day, let the snow wash our tears away. Carry the light, carry the soul. When the world is broken, we are whole. Though the walls may fall and the rivers freeze, we are the prayer upon the breeze. A hearth of hearts is all we own, far away from the halls of stone.
Feed the fire with marrow and bone. The winter is sharp, but the steel is sharper. The night is dark, but the blade is darker. Forget the plow, forget the grain. We harvest only the metal and pain. Bend the will, keep the bellows moving still. Every spark is a dying star, every dent is a future scar. We're not making rings for a lady's hand, we're forging the spine of a broken land. 1,000 shields, 1,000 spears to hold the line for 1,000 years. bird low tremble, let the giants see the kind of lightning that we set free. It's not just metal, it's not just ore, it's the heart of the North that is screaming for war. Iron and fire, fire and blood, hammer it out in the soot and the mud. The forge is our god, the anvil our priest. We're making the cage for the winter beast. It is ready.
Into the belly of the endless night, I saw the great serpent, Midgard's dark chain, waking from slumber in a fever of pain. His scales are like iron, his breath is like light, and where he passes, the oceans must die. The world tree is moaning, her branches are thin, rotting from madness, rotting from sin. I saw the stars falling like fruit from a tree into a boiling and blood-colored sea. It's coming, the shudders, the cracks in the ground, a terror that makes not a single sound. Yermungandr, the tail is uncoiled, the circle is broken, the words of the ending are finally spoken. Earth is a carcass, the sky is a veil, nothing survives the strike of the tail. I see the ships made of dead men's nails, caught in the wind of the ghost-filled sails. The frost giants march on the bridge of the sun. The shadows has already begun. My blood is like ice, my eyes are like glass. I watch as the ages of mortals shall pass. There is no Valhalla, there is no more home, only the salt and the frozen foam. Yermungandr, the tail is uncoiled, the circle is broken, the words of the ending are finally spoken. Earth is a carcass, the sky is a veil, nothing survives the strike of the tail. is waking up.
Look at them planning, look at them pray, building their walls out of straw and of clay. The king is an old man, the outlaw a fool, fighting for ashes and a world that is cruel. Why die for a sunset that's already gone? The lords of the frost offer a much brighter dawn. A word in the hallway, a look in the night, a candle extinguished to put out the light. The gates have a weakness, the guards have a price. Everything melts in the presence of ice. I am the shadow that walks by your side, the secret that even the velvet can't hide. Tides of betrayal, cold and so deep, while the brave are in battle, the serpents will creep. The silver is frozen, the promise is white, a knife in the darkness is swifter than light.
Who is the brother? Who is the foe? The ice is the only truth that we know.
They call it honor, I call it a grave, a kingdom of ghosts that no hero can save. I'll open the way when the blizzard is high, and watch as your last alliance shall die. So drink to your victory, drink to your pride, while I wait for the gates to be open wide. The north will be silent, the north will be still, and I shall be lord of the frozen white hill. Tides of betrayal, cold and so deep, while the brave are in battle, the serpents will creep. The silver The first crack is always the smallest. Is buried in snow. The time for the reaping is ready to go. From the high stone walls to the gutter and mud, we signed this treaty in iron and blood. We are the hammer, we are the wall, and we shall be standing when the giant shall fall. Tighten the leather and sharpen the spear. The scent of the enemy is drawing us near. No man is a stranger, no man is a foe, when we face the white devil in the valley below. Look to your left and look to your right. These are the brothers who will die in the fight. Hear the song of the shield, hear the cry of the north. king for many a year, but I'd rather die with you than a coward in fear. I've carried the crown, I've carried the weight, but tonight I forget about status and state. A warrior's life is a spark in the dark, leaving on history a bloody mark. So drink to the living and drink to the dead, before the white snow becomes our bed.
Dance with the fire, now with the mead. Tomorrow we follow where the ravens lead. One last song in the house of our sires, before we put out all the earthly fires.
The hall is warm, but the night is cold. Let's be young for an hour before we grow old.
Hey!
Enjoy the light. For some it's the end of the earthly sight. The Valkyries wait at the edge of the door to take back the souls of the brave from the war. Drink up, my brothers, the hour is near.
Dance with the fire, laugh with the mead. Tomorrow we follow where the ravens lead. One last song in the house of our sires, before we put out all the earthly fires.
To the dawn, my friends.
To the dawn, my friends, with the fire, laugh with the mead. Tomorrow we follow where the ravens lead. One last song in the house of our sires, before we put out all the earthly frost.
To the dawn, my friends. Shadows on the ramparts, ice upon the blade. The wall is breached, the trap is laid. They don't have faces, they don't have breath, just a freezing touch and a silent death. To the walls, the night is torn by the coldest fury that was ever born. Pick up your steel, you drunken hounds. The
There's too many of them.
I stand in the ash of the world I have built, drowning in blood and a river of guilt. Old man of the gallows, wise one of the eye, do you watch from your hall as your children shall die? The ravens are silent, the wolves are at bay. Is this the price that you want us to pay? I offered you mead, and I offered you steel, but only the cold and the iron I feel. Where is the lightning? Where is the fire? Is the north just a wood for a funeral pyre? If you can hear me through the blizzard and gale, give me a sign, or let us all fail. Odin, great father of war and of death, I ask for your wisdom with my dying breath. The ice is a shroud and the stars are all blind. Is there no mercy for the last of our kind? Speak to the stone, speak to the sea, or give me the strength for what has to be. If you stay silent, then I'll be the light. I'll carve my own path through the eternal night. I'll tear down the frost with these blood-covered hands and rebuild the life in these desolate lands. Odin, great father of war and of death, I ask for your wisdom with my dying breath. The ice is a shroud Fine, I will do it alone. A mirror of obsidian glass, waiting in silence for the shadows to pass. No stars in the heavens, no moon in the sky, only the breath of the waves as they sigh. I hold up the stone, but the crystal is dim, caught in the frost on the world's outer rim. The mist is a shroud, it's a veil on the eyes, hiding the monsters and hiding the lies. The men are all ghosts in the salt and the spray, watching the last of the light fade away. Are we still moving or frozen in time, lost in a ocean of iron and rime?
Sunstone is bleeding, the crystal is cold, searching for paths that the ancients have told.
Into the morn, into the night, far from the home and the warmth of the light. And hold to the line. The path of our fathers is your path and mine. If the stone fails us, then follow my heart, before the great winter can tear us apart.
Roll through the black, roll through the deep, where the gods of the ocean are starting to sleep. The sunstone is bleeding, the crystal is cold, searching for paths that the ancients have told.
The stone, it's gone dark. journey is ended, the shoreline is reached, the silence of ages is finally breached. No longer we sail as the kings and the slaves. We rise from the salt and we rise from the waves. One blood on the iron, one breath in the frost, to reclaim the world that the winter has lost. My debt is now paid in the spray of the sea. My axe is your shadow for you and for me. From the forest of spears to the mountain of bone, no man in this darkness shall stand all alone. The wolf and the eagle are joining the hunt, with the heart of the north at the very front. And by the earth that we walk, by the sky that we fear, the end of the silence is finally here. Forged in the shadow, tempered in white, we are the hammer that shatters the night. One soul, one iron, one final breath, united in life and united in death. The Norns are all watching, the threads are all tight. A legend is born in the heart of the night. What is broken is mended, what is scattered is won. Before the last setting of the winter sun. Soaring over the music with immense weight, united in life and united in death. The Norns are all watching, the threads are all tight. A legend is born in the heart of the night. What is broken is mended, what is scattered is won. Before the last setting of the winter sun. Raise your banners to the grave, the alliance is forged. This is our day. By the earth that we walk, by the sky that we fear, the end of the silence is finally here. Forged in the shadow, tempered in white, we are the
do not bleed. They are the harvest of a frozen seed. No drums are beating, no horns are blown, only the sound of the freezing bone. The mist is rising, the world is gone. In the shadow of a sunless dawn, I saw the line, 1,000 ghosts marching silent along the coast. Their eyes are hollow, their hearts are stone, coming to claim what was once our own. The fire is dying, the oil is spent, the sky is a tattered and frozen tent. White is the silence, white is the end. The winter's no longer a foe or a friend. The marrow is ice, the spirit is numb. The lords of the hollow have finally come. Hush, hush, the world is still under the weight of the frozen hill. Steady, steady, don't let them see the fear of the man you used to be. Hold the torch, though it gives no heat. In the heart of our final cold defeat. White is the silence, white is the end. The winter's no longer a foe or a friend. The marrow is ice, the spirit is numb. The lords of the hollow have finally come. They are here.
Face to face, eye to eye, under the weight of a dying sky. They don't feel pain, they don't feel fear, but we'll make a graveyard of the here. Hack at the frost, bite at the cold, be the fire that the sagas told. No more talking, no more blood, just the iron in the frozen mud. Break their lines, tear their skin, let the feast of the ravens begin. We are the hammer, they are the glass, watch as the ages of giants shall pass. Steel and ice, fire and death, fight till the very last gasp of breath. The north is screaming, the world is red, over the piles of the frozen dead. Hold the line, kill behold, every man is a living shield. Though the sun is gone and the gods are far, we shall be our own morning star. Steel and ice, fire and death, fight till the very last gasp of breath. The north is screaming, the world is red, over the piles of the frozen dead. They just keep coming.
Face to face, eye to eye, under the weight of a dying sky. They don't feel pain, they don't feel fear, but we'll make a graveyard of the here. Hack at the frost, bite at the cold, be the fire that the sagas told.
No more talking, no more blood, just the iron in the frozen mud. Break their lines, tear their skin, let the feast of the ravens begin.
We are the hammer, they are the glass. Watch as the ages of giants shall pass.
Steel and ice, fire and death, fight till the very last gasp of breath. The north is screaming, the world is red, over the piles of the frozen dead.
Hold the line, kill the night, by the strength of the Do not falter, do not yield. Every man is a living shield. Though the sun is gone and the gods are far, we shall be our own morning star.
Steel and ice, fire and death, fight till the very last gasp of breath. The north is screaming, the world is red, over the piles of the frozen dead.
They just keep coming.
walls are weeping, the mortar is dust, but the iron of our spirit shall never rust. They bring the winter, they bring the ram behind the gate of the holy dam. Pour the oil and light the flame, let them burn in the Alliance name. Keep the formation, brace the wood, stand exactly where your fathers stood. Every stone that falls is a tooth of the beast, but we shall be the ones who join the feast. Hold the crossbar, bolt the chain, ignore the fire and ignore the pain. Hold the gate, hold the line, under the shadow of the dying pine. The mountain may crumble, the sky may fall, but we are the mortar in the living wall. Not a step back, not a breath lost. Victory comes at a bloody call. This is the hell that the Völva reckon. If the stone fails us, we'll use our bone to keep the king on his frozen throne. Hold the gate, hold the line, under the shadow of the dying pine. The mountain may crumble, the sky may fall, but we are the mortar in the living wall. Get up, there inside. Get up, there
The cradle is empty, the hearth is cold. The story of sorrow is being retold. I gave them my milk, I gave them my years. Now I wash their names in a river of tears. They went to the war with a smile and a song, but the night of the winter is far too long.
I see the red stains on the fresh fallen snow, and I watch as the lights of the city go low. The kings want the glory, the jarls want the land, but I only want to hold a small warm hand.
The frost doesn't care for the love that we bore. It only wants more, it only wants more. Oh, Mother of all, do you hear our cry? Under the weight of the iron gray sky, the sons are all fallen, the daughters are ghosts, lost in the war of the shivering hosts. Lament for the living, lament for white sheet of winter is our only bed. Why must the fire be fed with our sons? Why must the river be where the blood runs? Take back the silver, take back the crown. Just bring the walls of the Winter King down. I'll sit in the ashes, I'll wait in the rain, till the earth forgets all the names of the slain. The saga is written in the salt of my eye, where the hopes of the mothers all go to die. Oh, mother of all, do you hear our cry? Under the weight of the iron gray sky, the sons are all fallen, the daughters are ghosts, lost in the war of the shivering host. Sleep now, my brave. Sleep now.
I gave you my trust, I gave you a place, and you spat your venom in the North's own face. The gold of the giants was worth more than pride, while the men you called brothers all bled and they died.
The North was a corpse before I began. I simply chose life like any wise man. Your alliance is ash, your gods are all stone.
I'd rather be a slave than a king on a throne of bone, of bone. Shadow of the serpent, cold is the bite. Betrayal is burning in the heart of the night. No honor in dying, no glory in dust, when the blade in your back is the one you did trust.
The fire is rising, the sky is a tomb. The traitor is weaving the thread of our doom.
You think you have won, you think you are free. You're just another slave to the frost and the sea. Your name will be cursed till the stars go cold. The blackest of stories that was ever told.
Wait, there is mercy. There is still time.
I can show you the path. I can. Shadow of the serpent, cold is the bite. Betrayal is burning in the heart of the night. No honor in dying, no glory in dust, when the blade in your back is the one you did trust. turning black. This is the path from which I can't turn back. I promised you a kingdom, I promised you the sun, but look at all the damage that the winter has done. My hands are cold, stained with iron and with rust, and all our dreams are turning into frozen dust. I do not need the kingdom, I do not need the gold. Just a moment in your arms before the world grows old.
The frost can take the towers, the ice can take the sea, but it cannot take the spirit that you gave to me.
Do not ask for mercy from the heavens or the stars. The only light I follow is the light within your skies. Two hearts of fire in a world of ice. Love is the glory and the sacrifice. Though the morning may never find our face, we are eternal in this last embrace.
Let the winter come, let the darkness fall.
We are the spark that survived it
The ravens are calling, the line must be held. The greatest of the sagas is about to be spelled.
Then go, my king, and let your blade be bright. I'll be the prayer that guides you through the night.
Two hearts of fire in a world of ice. Love is the glory and the sacrifice. Though the morning may never find our face, we are eternal in this last embrace.
Let the winter come, let the darkness fall. We are the spark that survived it all.
Remember me, always. The clouds are bleeding, the sky is torn wide. The graves are empty, there's nowhere to hide. The Einherjar are riding on horses of mist, with blades of pale silver and ice in their fist. They don't need the sunlight, they don't need the breath. They are the army that conquer their death. thunder right through the night. The ghosts of the north are the masters of light. From the halls of the fallen we bring the cold fire to burn down the giants on their funeral pyre. The Einherjar are charging, the Einherjar are here. The scent of the ending is the scent of the fear. Ancestors join us, the line is now strong. This is the ending of the ancient song. Follow the spirits, follow the dead, where the blood of the winter is about to be shed. Right through the thunder, right through the night. The ghosts of the north are the masters of light. From the halls of the fallen we bring the cold fire to burn down the giants on their funeral pyre. The dead have arrived. The world tree is snapping, the roots are in flames. The fire giant searcher is calling our names. The stars are all falling like ash from the sky. This is the moment where everything dies. The ocean is boiling, the mountains are dust. In the iron of heaven there's nothing but rust. The sky is a furnace, the air is a blade. Look at the ruins that the giants have made. The sun is a memory, the moon is a ghost. We stand at the edge of the ultimate coast. Don't look for the exit, don't look for the light. Just breathe in the smoke of the eternal night. Ragnarok's breath, the fire and the frost. the end of the road, under the weight of a world-ending load. You have no pulse and you have no name, just a hollow hunger for the warmth of the flame. I am the last of the blood and the bone, defending a kingdom of ash and of stone. My crown is broken, my people are ghosts, lost in the tide of your shivering host. But why have breath, and while I can stand, you shall not conquer this desolate land. The gods are all dead, or they've turned their face, so I'll be the judge of this God-forsaken place. The death of kings, the fall of the light, two titans of iron in the eternal night. One is the fire, one is the frost, fighting for everything already lost. Strike for the honor, strike for the pain, till only the silence and shadows remain. Take my life, it's a small price to pay, to buy the world one more minute of day. I'll pull you down to the dark, frozen deep, where the kings of the winter shall finally sleep. The death of kings, the fall of the light, two titans of iron in the eternal night. One is the fire, one is the frost, fighting for everything already lost. The crown is buried.
The sky is a shroud of a leaden gray. There is no morning, there is no day. The towers of kings are but teeth in the dust, covered in salt and covered in rust. I walk through the streets where the heroes once bled, the only one living among all the dead. clouds in the air, no fish in the sea, just the ghost of the man that you wanted to be. The iron is cold and the banners are torn to a world that is silent. We are reborn. The fire that burned us has eaten the light, leaving us here in the shadow of white. Ash in the snow, ash in the snow, nowhere to run and nowhere to go. The saga is ended, the pages are charred, the face of the earth is forevermore scarred. Wait for the wind, wait for the cold. The story is finished, the story is told. But look in the hollow beneath the black leaf, a spark that is hidden, a moment so brief. The roots of the tree, though they're broken and dry, are reaching for something in the gray of the sky. Ash in the snow, ash in the snow, nowhere to run and nowhere to go. The saga is ended, the pages are charred, the face of the earth is forevermore scarred. Still breathes.
Giants are falling, the fire is spent. The sky is no longer a jagged black tent. We dig through the rubble, we dig through the fear, to find what the winter has left for us here. It's not made of silver, it's not made of gold, but a secret the roots of the world tree still hold. Oh. hunger, the sacrificed blood. The king is a shadow, the queen is a star, but we are the ones who have traveled this far. The hands that held axes now carry the seed to plant in the garden of the new world's need. Rise from the ruins, breathe in the day. The ice of the ages is melting away. Beneath every stone is a promise of green, the beauty of life that is yet to be seen. We are the winter, we are the spring, the song that the silence is starting to sing. The thread was not broken, the Nords did not lie. Something must perish so something can fly. The ash is the hunger, the snow is the sleep, but the spirit is something the earth cannot keep. Rise from the ruins, breathe in the day. The ice of the ages melting away. Beneath every stone is a promise of green, the beauty of life that is yet to be seen. The beats pure. City that our fathers had built, but we use the cedar and we use the pine to draw in the dirt a new living line. Raise up the pillars, brace up the beam, we're waking up now from a blood-soaked dream. The walls are not stone, they are made for the life beyond the edge of the winter and strife. A roof for the children, a floor for the dance, giving the future a second-born chance. Work with a hammer, work with a hand, healing the scars of our broken land. Rebuild the world, strengthen the soul. When we work together, the broken is whole. From the ash of the old to the light of the new, with the strength of the many and the heart of the few. The winter is over, the hammer is high. We're building our hope under a clear blue sky. I'll carve the new stories on the side of the door. Not of the killing and not of the war, but of the grain and the sun on the hill, and the way that the river is never quite still. Rebuild the world, strengthen the soul. When we work together, broken is whole. From the ash of the old to the light of the new, with the strength of the many and the heart of the few. Oh, the winter is over, the hammer is high. We're building our hope under a clear blue sky. Strengthen the soul. When we work together, the broken is whole. From the ash of the old to the light of the new, with the strength of the many and the heart of the few. The winter is over, hammer is high. We're building our hope under a clear blue sky. Sorrow for the lack of fear. The new sunstone, the new dawn. The blood of the dragon is carrying on across the foam to the lands unknown, where the seeds of a titan shall be sown. We are the wind, we are the spray, the masters of the ending of a dying day. Look to the west, where the water turns to flame. The world is a beast that we have come to tame. No gods to guide us, no kings to command, just the iron in the heart and the wood in the hand. The new sunstone, the new dawn. Whoa. The blood of the dragon is carrying on across the foam to the lands unknown, where the seeds of a titan shall be sown. This is home. The circle is carved in the stone and the iron. We've paid for the morning with a blood-heavy price. The crowns are all dust and the thrones are all rust. But the spirit remains in the iron. We trust. The sails are all set for the ultimate run. No longer we hide from the ghost of the night. We are the masters of shadows and light. This is not a quest. The North never days. Under the reach of the endless skies. One voice, one blood, one destiny. From the depths of the past to the endless sea. Sea, blood. The Saga leads, this were the need. Remember,